recording a podcast right now. But to me,
Maybe later.
the reason I didn't watch, even though I've been knowing about fucking Capcom prize pool having like around 1 million Mena RD, I was all about Mena because he's representing not only the whole of Dominican, he's representing all of Latin America, right? So, you know, it felt like a dub for me, even though I ain't wherever the fuck he's from, right? So that was nice, you know? Plus, we're getting tired of seeing Japan and America win all the fucking time, so it's nice to see one of our motherfuckers win, right?
Man, I wanted to see the Chinese dude because he was a Bison player. I was like,
Oh,
oh.
wait, there was a Chinese dude who goes to second?
Yeah.
Oh,
that dude was
shit!
Chinese from
Damn!
Canada. He was studying abroad in Canada.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's good to see China step it up too. China's always had some potential. I heard they're pretty
Yeah,
good
his
at KOF
fucking
too.
yeah, they are. They're good at KOF. They're good at League of Legends.
Well,
Know,
League's
all
not a
that
real
stuff,
game,
but,
so. But my whole thing is like, why I didn't watch it and care. It's like, because I agree. I feel like I'm with a lot of people I've seen on Twitter that, oh, with Street Fighter 6, like, oh, who gives a shit anymore? I just want to see some 6. You know, I want to play some 6. So that's half of it, right? But the real reason, like, even as someone who likes competitors, it's like, after Topanga, in my mind, it's already settled. Like I've mentioned it several times, and we side with the Twitter drama that, like, I just like watching Japanese players more. Unless you're like Smug or someone specific, I don't give a fuck, you know? And fucking, you know, and I haven't kept up with Street Fighter League that much. Or Street Fighter League, yeah, but not the Pro Tour. You know, I don't know why. I just find Street Fighter League more entertaining, and specifically the Japanese league. But for Topanga, that to me was the most peak event. Fight me, dude. I will die on that fucking hill. Like,
dude, the Japanese people and the Japanese people in Capcom Cup got annihilated from like the American players, most of the American and EU, because they play characters they never like tested the matchup with. Because like you got fucking like did you ever see? All right, last chance qualifiers. Tokido was in there, right? Homie. First of all, another Japanese player he got put up against in winners. Ichipa, probably one of the best grappling players
next
in
stage
Japan. Yeah, he beat Luke, Tokido's Luke, with Alex, 2-0.
Nice. That's not bad.
He made Tokido look like he picked up the game yesterday.
And okay,
It was
so I mean, keep going if you want to keep going.
It was just so crazy because I was like, damn, bro. Because everyone was saying, oh, you're gonna see like 16 Lukes in the top 16.
I mean,
all of them Lukes. I'm like, I don't think so, because the thing about being the number one character, everyone's labbing against you. Like everyone knows how to fight against you.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, no, at first there was definitely hella Lukes, but not because they haven't had a single patch season. People finally been able to get adjusted to their characters. But here's my thing that I feel like, see, it shows what I was talking about, that some people, especially comes to the bigger two like Capcom, no one pays attention. Like, if you've been watching since Street Fighter League, bro, there's times Tokido clapped the other dude, even Ida's on. Like, basically when they're playing, bro, it's not even about like, yeah, you can say, oh, it's poor to take it serious. But they've been playing so much back to back that, like, if you look at it, like, it's not, it doesn't really mean anything. You're like, oh yeah, he got 2-0'd. Yeah, but Tokido 2-0'd him in fucking, you know, Street Fighter League when it was Team Gaia and shit. You know, like, they care more, they just been so much. And I don't know if you guys heard too, there's a whole drama, the fucking Giuna talk that they've been playing. I think the reason the Japanese players got washed, it's like, oh dude, I guess people weren't paying attention. First of all, there's traveling, right? Or maybe it might have been Japan. Oh, but it was at Japan. Nope. They've been playing back to back like a motherfucker. Like when you Street Fighter League over there, like, dude, it was a whole week. So imagine playing for an entire week, you know, little to no break. And oh, okay, cool, you qualified for Capcom Pro Tour. You didn't have time to rest. All right, go face some of the best international players who've been playing, you know, on Vibe Zone this entire time. And then some of them have obviously been watching Street Fighter League. So now they know how to counterplay you because you've been on screen for the last 24-7. Like, I'm not even surprised the Japanese players got washed. And then, okay, why was that result? Bro, they're so used to playing at each other to this point, you know, the Japanese players. So I'm not surprised by the 2-0 at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you should have. The last chance qualifiers, though, besides the Chinese guy named Zhen, that I was rooting for, man, dude, I had to say it. Filipino, man. Another guy, a guy from America. His Rose, oh my, you know, like if you picked Luke, or what's his name?
Urian?
Urian.
Oh, wow, how did
You're
I
getting
guess right?
destroyed by, yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Filipino man was whooping people with Rose like no
That
tomorrow.
low tier S character, so he did pretty good then.
Yeah, he was doing, dude. He was calling out people, making those really good ranges. Oh my goodness, man.
Like, you gotta be on point with Rose, low key. Like, she is pretty bad.
She's bad, but like
Look, she's not
And then
Zangief. We all know, like, let's be low key. Like Zangief's, like, if you ever talk about who worked hard, it's Geef. No one's working harder than Geef, bro. I will die on that hill, dude. That motherfucker, you working?
and then Mr. Crimson with his
Oh,
Dawson.
Crimson, fucking
Yeah.
Dawson, dude.
Yeah, he made it to fucking top top what was it, top 8.
But you get what I'm saying, man? Like, there's a reason that shit was kind of free on the platter, dude. Like, dude, playing back to back is exhausting. Exhausting
But
as fuck.
if there is one match you should go back and watch though, it's not even the last match, even though it was good. Mena and fucking Jen.
I like that he
You
went with
should
fucking
watch.
with Luke. Let's
Yeah.
go. I like that no one's talking about that. Oh, man, I won again. No one's even mentioning that Luke won again. I'm like, good, good.
Yeah, no, everyone in the chat was spamming Luke won.
Ah, okay, never mind.
They
Then.
didn't even say Meta won, they said Luke won. What was it? No, there's one match you should watch. It's Ending Walker versus Idom.
Ooh, Ending Walker?
That was a good match. Ending Walker is the 16-year-old from the UK.
Yeah, no, like I said, some of these young motherfuckers. That's why I want to go back. What I was saying is that to me, Topanga was like the best thing ever. Like, nothing. To me, some of the most entertaining events of Street Fighter have to be Japan Street Fighter League from yesteryear. Evo, the first one with Infiltration and the dude with the pink backpack, G.I. Joe, whatever dude name, L.I. Joe, there we go. And Topanga. Topanga's number 1. Like,
Long Island Joe.
Like, after they had a good break, like, bro, seeing some of the best Japanese players just go back to back, like, in a sets. But to me, I mean, did you know what happened at Topanga? Like, did you know? Like, please tell me you knew what happened at Topanga. That was legendary as fuck. Do you not know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what happened at Topanga.
Yeah, with Takeuchi?
Yeah.
Dude, no. Like, that's too sick. How do you go back to back against 8 of the best Japanese players and go undefeated and win Topanga? Like, nah. And with Cody, he proved that Cody is right behind Luke. And that's why I'll say, who's next to Luke? Oh, Cody. Like, I mean, just look at Topanga. Granted, I'm not trying to downplay Takeuchi. Like, Takeuchi is, young, up and coming, halfy kid, half American, half Japanese. But that motherfucker was cooking, dude. Cooking. Like, and he played so clean. Like, nah, bro. In my opinion, I'm looking forward to seeing that kid clap in SF6. That's who I am looking at the most right now. That I think people are sleeping on. Like, for some reason, I don't know why. You name me who can. Nobody. I swear to God. Like, am I tripping? Like, I don't think I've ever seen or heard of such an achievement, bro. Yo, 8 of the best Japanese players. You're my bitch for the next 6 hours. Like, dude. Tokido, Daigo, Itazan, they weren't shit, dude. Like, holy fuck. The only thing I can remember is that when Punk was first making the rounds at Evo, that's the closest I can think of, bro. That's why I feel like he won't dominate as much because the same thing's gonna happen with Punk. Punk was bitching, the Japanese players were trying so hard to come after me. Like, dude, they do that regardless. I don't give a fuck. That's how they get better. And they're gonna do that with Takeuchi. They're like, yo, we're gonna study the fuck out of this dude. So he doesn't clap us again.
And then what was it? Oh man, I know damn well everyone was labbing against there was 2 people they were afraid of. They were afraid of Sako and fucking
Idom?
Daigo.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're the 2 older ones with all that experience.
True,
so they labbed their characters, and that's why they didn't make it very far. Because like everyone labbed against Guile just specifically for Daigo.
Yeah, I mean, especially when he won that last tournament. What was it? And he became the oldest person to win a fucking tournament. I forgot which one it was. I know it wasn't Topanga. But where everyone was saying, that, down heavy kick with him blabbing that was pointless, and that's how he fucking destroyed Colleen. That notorious moment that everyone's like, oh shit. Daigo found this secret tech with the first hit of down heavy with fucking Guile.
I mean, yeah, if it works. I mean, it's just something you can use and fucking use it.
And honestly, that's kind of my mentality going into Street Fighter 6. Is really working on that nice little, like, I'm not focused on combos, like, at all, because people will always find shit, and then that'll get patched out. I'm more focused on, like, neutral stuff that people aren't going to pay attention to. I think that's going to be the key determining factor. And you know what? It's the same thing what happened to Infiltration. Infiltration got the hang of movement down way before everybody, and that's why he won with fucking Nash. Because he understood how strong forward dashing was before anyone did.
He was the reason why Nash got nerfed.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if I do as good as I think I'll do, whether it's my channel and even E-League, I'm gonna be the reason they're gonna nerf Luke, dude, and Jamie. That's facts, dude. because those are the two people I'm gonna use for sure the most. Like Luke turned out better than I thought he'd be from what little I practiced him. And Jamie's just good. Jamie's just fucking good. Like we all know it. Like everybody knows Jamie's gonna be fucking clean. Probably the biggest surprise was obviously Guile in SF6. Like that dude just has really fucking good buttons. Also, he's like a really bad matchup for Jamie from what I've seen because he just low crushes him so fucking bad, and Jamie has really good lows.
Guile beats like 90% of the 95% of the whole cast.
For 6 or 5 or both.
For 6, I mean, come
Okay,
on.
yeah, no, okay, yeah. From what we've seen, right? I agree.
Everyone's running the whole jury fucking
Dude, I don't hear shit about
hype
jury.
train, but I'm like, no, bro, jury is not gonna be. I'm like, everyone's gonna be laughing jury, and once you find out that she's not, dude, no,
Jury
bro.
doesn't have any spice. Jury has no spice.
Jury's not gonna be as good as everyone thinks she is. I'm gonna call it now. Guile's gonna be
They're gonna nerf him, but he's
top
still gonna be
tier.
good.
Yeah, cause like he
Here,
beats Jury in neutral in 6.
here's
I
my
seen
thing.
it.
I'm calling it though. After like depending on how things plan out as it always does. I'm thinking Guile's gonna destroy still anyways. Capcom's gonna nerf him like they did Nash. I'm calling it. They're gonna nerf him like they did Nash. The reason he's so strong is because of parrying. Like Loki, that's the main reason. Like on God, because they're like, yo, and I noticed it from parrying stuff is like, yo, they're trying to make sure he's still viable. Like parrying doesn't destroy Guile completely, but it kind of forces him to do other shit. That's why I think why they gave him good buttons to compensate for the fact that because they didn't want a Remy situation. They didn't want another Remy situation, dude. They don't want a character to be unviable as fuck just because of the fucking parrying. I can see, and I'm never wrong about this shit too. Like when I look at developer interviews, I'm like, look, I fucking called that shit, and I guarantee you they're scared. Like they are scared to nerf Guile in certain ways, but they will have to once they see people bitching. They're definitely gonna fuck with his buttons, but not his zoning, probably.
Dude, I already said it, man. I was like, man, E Honda's gonna be so fucking good in
He's
this
gonna
game.
be a scrub killer. Well, I'm thinking.
He is.
Here's my
E
thing.
Honda's gonna be disgusting in 6.
Here's my thing. What I'm thinking, not even just with E Honda, but in general, do you think grapplers will actually like inherently because of the system mechanics they'll be better?
Yeah.
Because of pairing, right? Like the whole thing is you understand it's not even a rock paper scissors anymore. Like, oh, if someone has Okazemi, you know, it's you got one of 3 options. There's, you know, blocking, DP, meter DP, grab, jump up, backdash, parry on wake up. But more like it's a lot. But let's be real. Normally it's either do I block or DP, or take a throw, right? But so it's either but there's also parrying. Like parrying, just like if you want to be super plus, don't mean anything, just parry.
Even without the parrying, they're still gonna be strong. You know why?
Mm-mm.
Because drive impact
Mhm.
pushes you forward, and says you could if you OS with a throw animation
Mhm.
during a drive impact, you're gonna throw him, and it's gonna count as a counter, right? So
Mhm.
command grabs count as a counter as well.
Exactly.
Oh my god, bro, you're gonna be so afraid of using drive impact.
You know, I agree.
know?
I think actually you're absolutely right. Yeah, I never thought of it from drive impact. That's why I like the discussion and it opens up. I think I'll probably naturally be able to do that better then, because like I said, for some reason I'm just not good at drive impact. Like I can parry it, but the problem with that is like I'm calling it that I'm probably gonna be the most parry proficient player for Street Fighter 6 probably for the first year because I play Third Strike, right? It's what I'm used to and it's what I really like doing.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be, as we all understand it, it'll look cool as fuck. Like people will love watching me play. But when you're saying like, man, why did Greatest lost that? I won more interactions because of parry, but the scaling is so fucking bad. Like even with Geef, let's say, I need to let's say I get a parry 6 times, I get a command grab, half that damage is gone. So I have to command grab him 6 times instead of 3. He gets 3 combos, I lose because he didn't use parry. Like the scaling really fucks with you, dude. Like
it's I'm expecting the grabbing to be like the command grabs to be like you know your videos where you got Potemkin and then like someone like fucking RCs you and they think that they're plus, so they press another button, but you're like, well, I'm just gonna go for a Heavenly Potemkin Buster. And you're like, well, shit.
yeah, and that's the thing, like why Hugo wasn't the worst character in Third Strike. Getting back to like the whole parry I was getting is like it was like grappler. We already know it's in their situation, especially against the corner when you're knocked down, because like one of your options is grab, and what is their win condition? To grab, right? Or I mean to block, right? You block. It opens up to grab, and you don't want to. And same thing. You wake up. They'll do, let's say, maybe a move that's like plus, right? Or not even that. Say, okay, I'm gonna block, command grab. I'm gonna parry, command grab. And then it's worse. Like now, two of your options have been. Now you have to commit to either your DP if you have one. So let that sink in too. If you have a DP, or fuck it, I'm gonna mash on wake up. So now you're it's still a 50-50. He's either gonna round fucking down medium you or forward heavy and you get counter hit, big damage, you're still in the corner. Or, fucking you get shimmied, drive impacts you, and oh, it's against the corner. Damn, son, you're gonna lose some health. Or I'm gonna parry. And then let's say he goes for, I'm calling this is gonna be an option select. You do light kick or light jab. They parry, and then you react and then cancel your animation with a command grab. I guarantee you it's gonna work if they parry. I've seen it in Third Strike. I could see an OS for that. Similar to what you say with Drive
using
Impact.
Drive Impact. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine a grappler using Drive Impact like from neutral just to like go in?
Well, here's what I want to say about. I noticed it with people were calling it out. Here's the thing where it might balance itself out where they're not too OP or stupid. It seems that they don't get as much benefit from the fucking mechanics as the rest of the cast, because it has been established, like Drive Rush, for example. Everybody has different distances. From what I played, Kimberly and Luke, just the whole screen is their playground, bro. They're just they got fucking Vaseline on their shoes, dude. And then you got Ryu, okay, medium distance. And I was seeing like the girl, the French bitch, she had no distance from a Drive Rush, dude, like none. And I'm calling it, all the grapplers are gonna be like that. I was saying, yeah, it makes sense. Like, why would you let a grappler dash way the fuck across the screen, or let alone even have? Like, it's only good when, let's say, you get a knockdown. So you can actually get in. I think that's what it can be used for. Because as we all have noticed, people have noticed, is that dashes are slower in 6. They're not like 5. So unless you get like a really fat Okazemi, forward dash is not gonna be as viable. And if you want to get that Okazemi, you have to do Drive Rush cancel. And it's gonna be just it's gonna have the distance, maybe a bit more of Zangief's regular dash, and it'll be faster recovery. I think that's it. Like I think 100%. If anything, Geef might have the best forward dash, and it still won't have range. So I'm gonna call it that Drive Impact's not gonna have that much distance either. But who knows? Hopefully I would like if they gave him more hits of armor. That'd be really nice. It would make sense for the character. I like that in the unique sense. If they made it where, yeah, they don't have as good range. It doesn't get you in as good as everybody else, but you get more hits of armor. So when you call it out, you get rewarded more.
Yeah, I mean, from what it looks like, they kind of did it in a way where it's like going to be like every character is going to be weak to at least one aspect of the mechanics.
Oh, dude, actually, yeah, no, you called that out pretty good. Like when I was doing some stuff against Kimberly, the bot, she's really weak to parrying. Like, oh my god, like it destroys her. She's also really good against Drive Impact, though. It's funny. So I think you're absolutely right, dude. Hands down.
Yeah, because I can see like Juri being the same way, just like Kimberly, like weak to fucking
parry. Yeah, I can see now. Because her projectiles are super reactable, and then even like say I see Juri players do they do projectile low or high, doesn't matter, and then they do the little somersault thing. Well, it doesn't matter. Their parry frame is active the whole time. They're just gonna keep parrying you. So
and if you get a perfect parry, you're fucking punishing all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then same thing with Jamie, because Jamie you have to commit like with his specials.
Mm-hmm.
So like you just gotta you just gotta be patient when you play with Jamie, because like his specials you have to commit with him a little bit.
Yeah, Jamie's like a 50. I mean, everyone's gonna get fucked by, especially perfect parry. I always think like perfect parry. Oh yeah, it's perfect parry. But
yeah,
like,
perfect
no,
parry
the
like
biggest thing is I find that Kimberly is really easy to perfect parry. That's why I mean, like, no, she's really vulnerable. Like, I was practicing option selects. Like, dude, I tried everything, all this and that. The two best things you can do if you know what she's gonna do, or you can react. Like when she's in the air, your best option is to either anti-air her, do a combo, or air to air her, because she has recovery and her teleport. She can't do anything. Like if you're super ready, you can air her. But if you, like, literally, it's weird. In your mind, I'm like, oh shit, she did the teleport. Oh, I don't know what to do. Just parry. And you will literally get it, bro. It's hilarious. So if your reaction is off point and you can't anti-air or counter hit them, parry. And you will get a perfect parry, dude. Like, I swear to God, I labbed the fuck out of it. Like, basically, the parry covers you if you're not ready to react. It's fucking hilarious.
And since they tweaked with the proximity guard in that game, so it's not bad like it was in 5.
Yeah.
Like I think Ken's gonna be really weak to like walking back if you have the space, because like besides that little kick that brings him forward, like you ever notice like his moves, like that little kicking, I don't know what it's called, but like the little kicking
the overhead?
animation.
The overhead?
Not the overhead. The overhead is actually
the quarter circle back looking one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one, I think he's gonna be just really weak to walking back. Like
Mm.
honestly, cause like or neutral jumping because like he got the aggression down and he can really frame trap you like no tomorrow. But like
Frame
if you're
traps,
walking backwards,
yeah.
hmm.
And that's a thing I want to call out. I don't think frame traps will be completely dead, but the meta game around them won't be like five. Because I mentioned it before when we were talking that Street Fighter 6 really incentivizes that you not like autopilot. Like you can get if you autopilot in Street Fighter 6, you will get fucked.
Oh
Like
yeah, like if your opponent knows you're gonna drive impact, after every string, they could just neutral jump and then they get a full jump in fucking combo, a
right?
punish.
No, what's
So
even that is like I did it like even with Muabe, and I'm glad I switched it up. Like anyone can catch on. Like basically, like here's an example. Like say, let's say you do and one time you don't even need to do it more than twice. One time, let's say okay, they'll hit you, or maybe you'll block it the first time, right? Let's say it's a string with drive impact, or you end it in quarter circle. And then the person keeps that in mind. Okay, if they do that again, let's say they end it with a quarter circle, with Hado or Flash, gonna drive impact. Or oh, they're gonna. I'm just gonna hold up. Even if you get hit, you're like, okay, he's gonna drive impact after, so he can get the wall splat. You're just gonna hold up the whole time. Boom, immediately punish. And again, I'm assuming anyone who's really good at Street Fighter 6, like, basically what I'm saying is, I'm calling it, especially early on, never do the same thing twice in a row. They will, even if they're not ready, because they already seen it. It's because there's so many things, like you said, oh, they can parry it, drive impact back, jump, because there's so much stuff in there. Whatever you feel like, it's because something that was annoying about five is I would always like the counterplay. That's how I like to do, right? Like, and for me, like, say if I'm getting hit, I like holding up. So for me, if I'm getting hit and I'm expecting a drive impact, I'm gonna hold up. But if I'm during a string and I'm not expecting it, I'm gonna parry. Like, it benefits your playstyle. Like, if you know something's coming, like, you're not gonna fall for it twice. And it doesn't matter how you play. That Street Fighter 6 will cater to how you want to do. Do you want to fucking counterplay that shit? You can counter hit him with like a sweep or some bullshit or drive impact. Do you want to play like you say you safe smart? Bro, I'm gonna hold up. Do you want to fucking flex? Perfect parry that shit. You have easily like yeah, doing the same things like you can get fucked over in three different ways, and it's like good luck trying to counterplay that. Like
yeah, and I think the most important thing is that you're gonna have to we're gonna have to be really good at neutral, and I think buffers are gonna be really strong too.
hmm, I I I feel like yes and no, like definitely with the buffers, but I feel like it's weird because it's and the biggest reason I say is because not only do we have drive rush, which is it really fucks you over in neutral. Like I said, you can't just autopilot. You pokes become super scary, right? You can't just mindless and yeah, there's buffers. But here's my reason why I say now. Like if you let's say you know how you people say do down medium kick, right? Let's say with Luke or Ryu, right? And then you buffer quarter circle Hado so you get it every single time, right? For example. Do you get what I'm saying? One hand.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, maybe you're different. When I think buffers is the most common way, I think is what I mean, it makes sense that like, let's say if you do it in neutral or at a distance where if they whiff, you get them. Like that makes sense, right? But sometimes people will walk up and do the buffer, so they're like, okay, cool, I could get pressure string or something. I feel like in neutral, like neutral, like say you're at a distance where you know you won't hit them with your stray medium kick unless they walk forward. Yeah, buffers are gonna be it's no different than any other game, but generally, even how I use it, I'll walk up, down medium with Luke, and then quarter circle back to get in so I can be +2, right? That shit can just get destroyed by drive impact. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, everything's with an asterisk. Like, yeah, buffers are going to be good with an asterisk. If someone's expecting it, or, if they're, like, just holding back and then you see, oh, down medium, and they could just mash it. Maybe they don't even expect it, and boom. It's like, well, what's the risk, right? You have to be purposely ready. And most people, when they're doing down something or they're trying to buffer, they're trying to attack. They're not trying to defend. So you get cucked and you get, drive impacted. And that's just drive impact and neutral alone. Then there's parrying, which is, I mean, that's why they tweaked it the way it is. Because third strike, if anyone knows anything, is that because of the way of parrying works, everything you do comes with an asterisk. It's like, will it really work? And because at the end of the day, someone can either guess right, mash, or just react, parry. That's 3 out of like 4 chances that they will win, even if you were technically right. Like, yo, I'm gonna do this meaty move, I'm gonna be +5. Ding, you're like, fuck. you
Yeah,
know
but the cool thing I like about the game, mechanic, the mechanic, the mechanics of the game. The one thing I really like is that this is one thing I really this is one thing I did not really like about five
Mhm.
is that not everyone was created equally with their V trigger
I like that.
and
Well,
V
that's just me. I'm a
skills.
bitch, but
Yeah, some of them no, some of the characters like absolutely were not usable, like viable at all, or
yeah,
very
no,
niche,
no,
right?
absolutely. Okay, so yeah, no. I mean, it's not a secret that some people like. A good example: Urian or Gil, godlike V triggers and V skills. Oh, Fang, what the fuck is this weak ass trash? You know, the worst V skill and V triggers in the whole fucking game. Like, no one is scared
Yeah,
of Fang, but you see Urian, hey, gas reflector, fuck. I mean, dude, people were so scared that shit got nerfed 6 times.
and it's still useful.
Well, not as much before, but
Not as much, but it still could be used.
like it's a
People are still
scrub
afraid
killer.
of it.
It's a scrub killer
Yeah,
for sure. No, I don't think anyone's
but
scared of it anymore, dude. I don't see no one get hit by this shit no more, dude. Oh God, I don't see no one get hit by Aegis no more. Even I don't get hit by this shit, dude. And I use
but
Urian.
what I like about what I like about 6 is because of the mechanics, even if you're going against a bad matchup, you still have for your character, you still
Options.
have a chance to turn the match around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like to me, it's always because just parry alone. Like parry alone is like the biggest thing. But they also made it where it's not too OP. But yeah,
What I
yeah.
like about 6 is that it plays like 4 and nobody wants to fucking acknowledge that, but it is. And it's a fact.
I don't think it
I don't
plays
know,
like
man.
4.
A 4 has those one frame links that everyone was
Well, that's
like,
combos. I think what Apton's saying, like in a neutral sense. Could you expand, Apton? I would like your thoughts.
yeah, I said there's no proximity normals. That's it.
Wait, there was no
No,
proximity.
man, it feels the same to me.
Really?
4 has proximity normals.
No, but 5 doesn't? I could have sworn
5
5
doesn't
does.
have proximity normals.
Get the fuck out, it doesn't?
It doesn't. The normals are all the same,
Oh,
regardless of
shit.
where you're at on the screen.
Dude, what game? I guess I'm used to Guilty Gear, that's why. But
Yes, guilty. Like most anime fighters, they're gonna have like those proximity
wait, hold on.
normals.
But I'm curious as to what Apton because to me, like, and a lot of people agree, like Street Fighter 6 feels like Street Fighter 5 2.0. Like, I'm curious, like, why do you think it do you think it plays, it looks, or feels like Street Fighter 4?
Feels, man. It feels. It plays.
Like, what do you mean, like in the way you confirm, you hit, the movement?
Everything, dude. Everything.
Really?
To me, that's how it feels.
Or here's a better question: does the drive impact feel like the armor crush, like FADC, like from SF4 at least?
That too, but I rarely use it.
Because that one I could totally see 100 or even drive rush. Like if that, like, yeah, that 100, yeah, it feels like SF4. But I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you how the game feels, right? But to me, it does feel like Street Fighter 2.0 with like dashes of Street Fighter 4, right? Like I feel like when it comes to combo routing, it feels closer to 4 than 5 for sure. But like the neutral and everything, fuck no, not even the hits. But I don't know what you played. Let me guess, Street Fighter 4 more than 5?
I'm gonna say 4 more than anything else in the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that comes into a testament. I think that Street Fighter 6 is going to be really good to catering everybody because, like I said, if Apton's saying it feels like 4 to him, you know, and he plays 4 probably way more than I fucking do. I mean, the most I do is just sit there and do
Mohammed
Kage
even
combos.
said it at one point. He said it feels.
Right. But the thing
Like
about feels is
4.
it's something so subjective, and there are things objectively that can make it, right? Like, for an example, like why I feel Street Fighter 4 is fucking slow as shit is 4 dash is not as fast as in 5, neutral jumping isn't as fast. And what else? There's actual physical like frame data that can back up why it feels slower to me, right? You know, so there are things that you could objectively say, but regardless, is the fact that Street Fighter 6 is actually slower than even 5, but it's not as slow as 4. To me, it doesn't feel as slow. Like slow, just 4 just
Are
feels
you
slow.
streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Why, dude?